Hello guys, welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, Alex, and episode 44. Here we have it coming into the end of the season. I think I'll just quickly show you this, the transfer spend in the Serie A. We're looking at it now. Napoli, us, top of that with the most amount of profit. So I'm expecting in the summer a nice bit of cash to spend. At the moment, our transfer budget, looking at 31 million, but if we've got that 56 million, 59, 60 million basically worth of profit, as well as the TV rights, sort of Europa League income, the Serie A income as well, I want to be looking at like 80 million to at least spend on this side, at least. We're going to get rid of Immobile. I've already got a few players coming in from end of their contracts, which will be quite a good additions, should I say. But here we have it. I shall show you what happened since last time. A surprising loss, putting the end to our unbeaten streak. A surprising loss to Parma, believe it or not, of all sides. I think the player as well that we actually loaned out scored against us, Gaetano. Probably improving a point here. But the big turning factor of this game was Gulam was indeed sent off. We still dominated the game, just didn't have any clear-cut chances. That's the sad reality of it. They're looking very defensive, but we did manage to break them down a few times. We just didn't perform at all that game. A bit of rotated side. I believe I played Immobile up front, who had a shocking game. Orsolini as well didn't really perform. Gulam with a 6.4 rating because he got sent off. Really didn't do us much favours. But then our win against Verona, putting us back on track to try and get back in this sort of league run. I'll quickly show you the league. I'll go to the match preview, see it better here. As you can see here, we're looking at us sat in third place. We have qualified for the Europa League, but we're not looking to try and get that this season. I think we're 5 points ahead of AC Milan at this point. We need to try and secure fourth, ideally. A bit more realistic is securing fourth, but also Inter Milan sort of drawing with Juventus in their game. We are currently 8 points. I think we are. No, we're 12 points behind them at this stage. We're 12 points behind. No, we're not. What sort of maths am I doing? Yeah, we are. Right. 12 points behind Inter Milan. We can put that down to 9, and then there are 16 points available with 4. No, there's not. 12 points available with 4 games remaining, which means Inter Milan have to lose pretty much all their games. So it's going to be a weird run into the end of the season. Juventus, we are currently 7 points behind them. No, 8 points behind them. My maths today is so bad. 8 points behind them. Let's see how we can perform. They are currently unbeaten all season, Juventus, actually. Apart from, obviously, in the Coppa Italia final, where we beat them. But let's see what we can do. They are playing at the same time as us today, Cagliari. Inter Milan have AC Milan, which is a big game for AC Milan, if anything. If they want to try and challenge for that fourth position, they need to beat them today to get away from Roma. But let's see what we can do against Sassuolo. We are playing Sassuolo today, and also we are playing, I believe, Fiorentina. Yes, that's the one. But a few players I'm just taking out in the other side, putting back in the side. As you can see here, rotation is going to be key for us at this point, because we do need to make sure that all the players are basically playing the best they can. I'm going to bring in Muru, who hasn't played a lot of games for us, but still a very good player regardless. But we're going to see how we can perform against Sassuolo today. Hopefully a win. We need a win. We need to win the last 5 games we've got, ideally, to maybe stand a chance of perhaps winning the title. It's looking out of our reach at the moment, but I want to see how we can perform. They all listen keenly, listen passionately. We're doing all right so far, but let's see if we can cut that gap down to 9 points on first place. See how we perform. 4 minutes in, we've already got a highlight. Let's see what we can do. Vargas picking up the ball. Can he play through Pinamonti? He can. We know he's a lethal striker. And Esposito. Is it Esposito? Or Esposito? Let's have a look. We'll have to see what the keeper's name is called. But he manages to put that wide as a ball played in. And they look to counter-attack here, actually. Looking pretty lethal running down this right-hand side. I think it's their fullback, and Muru just puts it out of play for a throw-in. It is Esposito in net for them. Koulibaly now. A few highlights for us. Muru Not had much first team football this season, as you can see, making a bit of a mistake there, giving away the ball. Buer playing down that right hand side, Locatelli in the middle. A few players I'm not really recognising here. Sassuolo have really fallen off of recent times, just sort of a standard side in the league. Like, we should hopefully get a result against, but Berardi played through, probably their key player, as we saw, putting it in the back of the net. I'm going to actually have to mark Berardi. He's someone that we're going to have to try and press and keep tightly marked for sure. Let's see how we can perform. We are at home. An advantage we are at home. What was the name of the... I looked at the stadium name. The San... It's not San Diego. The San... something. It slips my mind. I'll have a look at the half time. We should see it at half time, I believe, in the stats or whatever. But can we get the ball away here? Vargas with a decent clearance, not great though. Can we win the ball back? We can't. Magnani coming forward. A ball back to Esposito. A chance for us to sort of just get back in position. I want to see what's going on, lads. We're sort of just sitting in position. I want to see a bit more passion. I want to see us moving about a bit more whilst we're off the ball. Berardi again. We've won the ball there. Traore with the ball through. It looks like a certain goal. A bit of a dodgy few bounces there, but Merritt manages to pick it back up. So I want to see some passion, lads. I want to see us do something with this game. Get forward, get creative. I want to see us do... Come on, boys. Come on, we need this. We need to win this game. Clearly, right. Let's see what comes from this highlight. With 25 minutes in, Orsolini wins the ball. Doesn't hang on to it, though. But Chiappini manages to nick it off their midfielder. And can we get a cross in? Can he find a decent cross? He can't. Lo Celso to Vargas. Vargas at the near post. And Matthias Vargas doing what Matthias Vargas does. The ball comes to him and he just puts it into the back of the net. Chiappini, here we have it running forward. Can he find the ball in? No. He sort of just... Well, it's a poor clearance by Busquets there. Lo Celso finds Vargas, who's always in position. And it's in off the post. A very good goal there. And we are 1-0 up in the space of 30 minutes. So we're looking a bit shaky for the first part. But that does now put us 6 points off Juventus. I'm going to get the latest scores up. Juventus currently drawing with Cagliari, who we know, Cagliari, are no mugs. They are no mugs. We've done pretty well in the Europa League themselves. They did very well in the league, the Coppa Italia as well. And they've gone 1-0 up against Juventus. That is big for us. That is very big for us. Passionately, I'm happy with the performance so far. Just keep it up, boys. Rotation's been pretty key for us as well, considering the depth of the sides. It's alright, but we've got a lot of games in very short period of time at this stage. Moru picking up the ball now, coming forward. What can he do with it? Koulibaly out wide. Moru on the ball again. Finds Pinamonti, who knocks it wide to Vargas. Pretty sensible ball, that. Orsolini's at the back post. After a Vargas cross, can we get another ball in? Pinamonti's there. It's bouncing around and they manage to just get it clear. And I think the highlight might end there. But Orsolini comes forward again. Vargas running into the balls that back post. A nice ball into Fabian. And oh, what a volley into that bottom left-hand corner. It's 2-0 now. We're looking comfortable and we're doing pretty well. AS Roma getting their win. That pushes their fourth position, meaning AC Milan, the pressure's on them to win against Inter Milan. We need them. We need them to do something. We need Inter Milan to lose their last few games, but they've got no other competition to sort of play for. So, Vargas with the corner in. Pinamonti's there and it's headed right at the goalkeeper. Oh, could have been another one there for us. 3-0 it could have been. Esposito punts it forward. Headed down there. Orsolini manages to keep it in. Can he find a pass? He can. He switches it to Vargas, but it's intercepted by Buer now, who's running forward, making a good run the right back. And Merritt with a good save. A bit of a tight angle there for him, but we've managed to keep hold of that. Now, we're coming up to the 60th minute. We'll be making the changes as ever because we need to rotate through the side. It is pretty handy having the 12 substitutes. I know it's a bit weird saying this, but 12 substitutes, it means the youngsters can come into the side as Cagliari go 2-0 up against Juventus. Juventus have really dropped here. We're now 5 points away from them with, I believe, 4 games to go. Looking a bit risky for Juventus. They have got quite a kind run in though, to be fair to them, as it looks like a penalty might be given here. Please don't run to the VAR. It's been reviewed, it is a penalty, and it looks like Pinamonti's on it. How can he perform? Can he put it back in the back of the net? He can, as ever. It's Pinamonti, a beautiful goal for him. 25th goal of the season. Doing us proud here in these games. We're looking pretty good, to be honest. Right into the back of the net there, the bottom right-hand corner. We're doing fantastically. I'm going to give him a bit of praise, and I shall also put through the substitutes that we'll need to do. The Celso coming off for Lecoq, Fabian coming off. I'm going to bring on Immobile to play up front. Muru also needs to come off. I'll bring on Lombardo because he can play as well. Switch the tactic up. I'm going to have to change it just in the meantime to that 4-2-2-2-2-2-2. And I think we're pretty good, actually. I think we're doing pretty well. Vargas and Orsolini, we need Saka to come back to full fitness so we can swap them out when we need to. But we're doing pretty well. 3-0. I think it's going to be a comfortable win for us. Pinamonti on the ball to Vargas. Back to Lombardo. Can he find the ball out? He can. Lecoq now picks it up. Immobile to Orsolini. Can he find the ball out wide? He can. Mafia. Good overlapping run. Nice. Well, either way, Immobile scored. The man who's had a drought of late has gone and put it in the back of the net. It's fallen quite nicely for him now, as we'll see here. Orsolini makes the overlapping run. Mafia with the ball to him. Orsolini shoots. It's a poor save. It's a really poor save. Immobile is just there to prod it home. The poacher himself. That we will be, unfortunately, I will be getting rid of him in the summer because he's just not performed. It is going to be his last season. I've made it clear to him that and he is transfer listed, so he knows. But they're coming forward now. Berardi sort of trying to pierce, it's going to be a consolation goal if anything. He's 4-0. Boga now, can they get it out? Berardi, and it's hit the bar. Unlucky for them, it has hit the bar. Juventus still 2-0 down here, late on. Frosinone actually making a comeback against Roma, but I think they might hang on. And there we have it. It is the end of the game. Full-time review. We've done all right. Now, can we actually see? I need... Passionate, right, we're going to get through this. I'm happy with the result and the way you played, blah, blah, blah. I need to look at I need to get the name of the stadium in my head because I keep forgetting it and it's really bad. The San Paolo, that's it. San Paolo. Immobile ends his goal drought, as you see there. A few fitness concerns in terms of a few players here. But we're doing okay. I'll advance through. I'll show you the Inter Milan and AC Milan result. And then we shall go ahead and play the Fiorentina game, which is another must-win game. It's going to be a key one. Parma actually losing out there to Genoa. Us losing that game could have cost us a good title run here. If AC Milan beat Inter, it could... If we lose out in the league by 3 points, or maybe goal difference is going to be a key one, as Inter Milan actually beat AC Milan 2-0. 73rd minute, they couldn't hold on. Esposito really coming into fine form towards the end of the season. It looks like they're running away with it now. 12 points ahead of us. I think it's out of our reach now, to be fair. We have to win the next game for us to even stand a chance of getting anywhere near them, with them losing every single one of their next few games. But yes, I'll advance forward. I'll come back to you after the Fiorentina game, after the pre-game to the Fiorentina game, and because we'll see how we perform against them. Well, here you are. You join me now, where Inter Milan have won their game. So, on 89 points, we have to be 6 points behind them minimum. I think. In fact, Juventus can still win the title. If they win both their games, they'll be 4 points behind them. But then us here, we are currently 15 points away from them. Those 6 points puts us 9 off. It's not enough. The Serie A is no longer attainable. So it looks like it might be Inter Milan, it might be Juventus, but we will have to see how we can perform. And in fact, the goals-wise, Pinamonti has fallen off a little bit here. 15 goals. I thought he might have scored a few more, but we have been playing him a lot in the Europa League, to be fair. But now, I guess, with it not being attainable, I won't bring you the last day of the season. It probably won't be as exciting. Inter Milan and Juventus might fight it out, but we'll have to see what we can do. The match preview here, Fiorentina, it's not a must-win game anymore. It's just going to be a case of me sort of resting our players, seeing how we can perform in these positions now. Manolas needs a bit of a rest. I'll bring on Grandona. Moru can actually stay on. He played pretty well last game. I'll give it him. The Celso and Fabian need a rest between them. I'll bring Chiappini on for Fabian. swap those two around like so. Rodriguez is all playing all right. Immobile can come on from Pinamonti. And other than that, we're just going to play this game now. This is sort of a middleman game. I can now explain to you what's going to happen towards the final end of the season. That the cup final will be played itself. The suit and tie will be coming out once again. But we've done pretty well. This is our chance to qualify for the Champions League, to be fair. I think we can do it today anyway. I have faith, and you'll have to check the league actually again. We can still actually finish second as well, which is sort of not key, but something that I'd like to do, because it just means a bit more money. But third is still a good shout, to be fair. As the ball's played forward within the first 2 minutes here, Immobile just doesn't get there. A bit more pace than he might have. As the ball's played over the top, Koulibaly sorts it out. Merit's there to pick it up. Will he find Lo Celso? He does. Can he find the ball away? We find Vargas on this left-hand side. We've spread it quite wide here. Vargas cuts inside, finds Lo Celso. Can he ping it across to Lecoq? He can. Saka's there now, coming back from his injury. Can he get a ball in? He doesn't. Immobile's there, just can't knock it home. I'm counting on him to get the goal today. If we do win this game, we go how many points ahead? So we are currently 6 points ahead. We go 8 points ahead of Roma, who then definitely cannot catch us. They are counting on us perhaps drawing or losing this game, because they are currently 6 points behind us. It means we secure that third place position, pushed for second maybe in the league, but either way, you'll see that, as Lecoq runs forward and manages to get a shot off. But yeah, it means, well, the league's out of reach now. I might have to accept that Inter Milan have played a very good year this season, but we have to bolster this defence. We need another centre-back. Grondona is very good to bring in if we need him. We need another big centre-back to rotate around Manolas and Koulibaly. We also need another big midfielder to rotate through, and then possibly another striker to bring in, but I think I've already got that sorted, which you'll see at the start of next season. We need to demand a bit more from the lads. We're absolutely dominating in terms of the game here. We need the win. Let's get the latest scores up, actually. Juventus are winning 1-0 in their game, so they're doing quite well. AS Roma as well, winning their game, so we definitely need to win our game. I'm going to get a bit assertive with them now. We've been the better team here. We need to win this. I'm looking to you to make the difference. I'm telling them they need to make the difference, if anything, because we just need it. I know they're capable. We need this win. Let's see if we can go grab it. Saka on the ball now on this right hand side. He's been fantastic for us all season. Can we do more? Maffeo on the overlap, plays it back to Saka. Can he find the ball in? He gets a good cross into Immobile, who's there. He just can't get that second opportunity. He's not performing too well, Immobile. He needs to start scoring now, if anything, if he wants to play in that final. Because I do still plan to play the midfield three of Fabian Lecoq and Lo Celso as a ball's played in, and that's very poor keeping there by Merit. Their first clear-cut chance of the game, and they've gone and scored it. We're going to go attacking here. That is really poor, really poor. They've played the ball out wide. Douglas Costa, I believe that is, just pulls it back, and somehow it slips. Merit just times it really badly there, and Vlahovic just puts it home. I'm going to go attacking. I want them to get a bit more creative. We need this win. Well, we don't even... Well, do we need this win? I guess we do. I guess we need a win. It'd be nice to get a win. At this point, I've not won the league, and I couldn't be bothered. I really can't be bothered with the league now, as we know we haven't won it. I'm going to make the changes as we need to make them for Lo Celso coming on and Fabian off. Moru coming off as well. Excuse me. I'll give Mendy a game. He's not in the game all season. Vargas coming off as well for Orsolini, just to rotate out a few players who are running low on fitness. But I want us to try and get forward now. I'm going to go very attacking. I want to win. You know, you need to have a bit of hunger. You need to prove yourself as a team that you can come back from these 1-0 down, like these situations where you are 1-0 down. As Chiappini has a good shot there, and it's saved by the keeper. Juventus winning their game, obviously trying to still challenge for that title. They are out of the Europa League now, so this is their priority. Their side is looking a bit, how can you put it? A bit lacking in fitness. We are regrouping. Probably a counter press is key here for us now. Immobile having a very poor game up front. Orsolini now, can he do something? He puts the ball in. Grondona's there, just puts it over the bar. 83rd minute now, we're running out of chances. Looks like we are going to lose again to Fiorentina. Not great. Not a great game. We're looking to hit a sort of rut of form here, which isn't ideal considering we're going to be walking into the Europa League final in a few games' time. But you just weren't good enough today. I'm going to tell them they weren't good enough. They weren't unlucky because they should have won. But it puts us... Where does it put us now? It puts us 3 points behind AS Roma. If we win our next game, we do still have a big advantage above them. Obviously, they have to get a lot of points. A lot of points. All 6 points to go ahead of us. But I think we've secured third spot. Excuse me, mate. Getting a bit dry talking so much, but we're going to leave the episode there. Hopefully a quick one. I'm trying to keep them, if it's not a key game, I'm trying to keep them sub 20 minutes. As well as that, I think it's 10 minutes until 5 o'clock, and obviously we know at 5 o'clock Dr. Benji does release his video, so I'm going to leave it there. If you did like this video, leave a like, of course. 2 likes as ever. I don't know how many games in advance I'm doing this now. This might actually be released as a double upload, so it could be a triple upload. If you leave 2 likes on this one, why not release another one? I'm trying to record them as in my spare time whenever I do have it. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, as I said. Subscribe if you are new and enjoying this content, and I shall catch you in the next episode, which will be the Europa League final against Leipzig. Join me for that one, it'll be a big game, and I shall see you there. Ciao.